Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Chauhan and I'm a student of computer science in Utah State University. I really like my college and for my final project in English 3080, I worked on creating a detailed instructions manual for a news plugin I have implemented at work. And what does this plugin do? It takes news articles and it just stacks them up on a web page one by one. And I know it sounds just normal work, but in the back end there's a lot of HTML and JavaScript and PHP coding. They all are the software development languages we use here at the pad team. And uh, with this plugin, we we have implemented this plugin for our new content management system, OU Campus. We started using that that particular CMS in about 4 months ago or something, and it's fairly new, so we are still in the process of creating all the new plugins and the new adding new functionalities to it, and then creating a instruction manual or a way so if a new user or a new employee come, it'll be easier to train them and they can learn and provide assistance to all of the Utah State University, because that's basically what we work with. We work with the websites and any glitches on the websites throughout the Utah State University. My audience for this instructions manual is basically my colleagues and my coworkers who also provide assistance to everybody here. And PAD team have a very good environment of helping other. So I chose this project because I could make the instructions manual from what I have learned through English 3080 a better instruction manual, and everybody can use it. So I'm very excited about it. Uh, so starting with first step in adding a news plugin is to add a RSS feed to the website you're trying to add the plugin. First, when you have created the RSS, and what RSS does is RSS, it works just as a glue or as a holding cement, uh, which holds the articles and the web page together. uh, After you have set up the RSS, you can create a new news homepage. This is the particular page where you have all your articles set up on top of each other, and it looks like a stack data structure from computer sciences. um, After you have created the news page, you can add news homepage and add an asset for the newsfeed plugin. What that asset does, it helps the newsfeed plugin to show on particular pages. For example, if you want if you want some articles to coming along on the home page of the main website, like if you have a website usu.edu for, and basically usu.edu also uses newsfeed plugin. If you go to for example, if you go to usu.edu/today, or I hope you can see all this, these are the examples of the newsfeed plugin I'm talking about, so you can get a better idea of what I did. um, uh, After you have set up the asset, you basically tie the asset and the home page together, and you specify which articles you would like to get featured on the home page. And that's for that, it's just basically a checkbox you click and that works. Then you tie the RSS and the news homepage together, and RSS help to bring all the articles to the news homepage through programming and stuff. The techniques I used for developing my instructions manual, I divided the entire structure or the steps in related groups. Like first group, just define RSS and make the RSS. Second group, make the news homepage of for the plugin. Third group, tie all both of them together, and fourth group, how to have the featured article option in the newsfeed plugin. And all these groups were basically just divided in, and then I worked on each and individual group, and i I used images whenever it wasn't clear enough for the clients to understand, or my colleagues or my audience to understand. I used some images, and I also use text and font about for this plugin. I This class and the textbooks actually really helped me on how to do that. Basically, how the textbook tell us to use different parts in your instructions manual, like divide the instructions manual in smaller, more understandable parts. Uh, uh, what have I learned when I finally was able to create this instructions manual? I learned how important it is to the technical communication part within our life, as you all see. So I basically created a newsfeed plugin, which is just a piece of HTML and JavaScript code, and doesn't really make sense to if a normal person look at it. And but that thing is being used by a lot of clients all over the USU. And I basically created that and then put up a document together which shows how you can use this particular plugin the to achieve the action. And I also learned about the rhetorics and how you always keep the rhetorics in your mind. Like many times while I was creating my instruction manual, I was thinking about, if I was the person who was reading this, how would I make it that it will make more sense to me when I read it and I assume it. I have never read this thing. And well, when I put myself in the in the phase, I discovered basically that I have to use some very defined vocab, and I have to use good grammar. I have to use a set of instructions which are clear and convey the message. And that's it. Let me just see actually. Um, so I actually to set up the news feed. This is uh, the example of the featured article from the feed plugin, and here you can see these are the instances of different articles, and they all are showing stacked up on each other. How it is being currently used on USU campus. We can see an example on the website for College of Natural Resources, and here is their news page. This is the news plugin they are using, and they have two articles currently in their plugin, and they are both stacked up on each other. And this is the RSS part, and if I click on this, you can see this is just RSS and nothing really looks similar to what it was looking as. And anybody can create new articles. As for example, we can create a new article just by going to the back end of the CMS and on going to the pages, going to the folder where we want our new article, and click on new, and then clicking on article, filling this up, and creating a new article.